Hello and welcome to a new team review. Today we're going to take a look at the double fire team I mentioned earlier before already in my other video, and I wanted to try that out a bit. And we face here the actual worst possible lead we could have faced with the Magnezone. But we want to take a look at my, okay, it's a hundo, but usually you want PvP IVs, of course, for the Chandelure. I just want to use it again in the Master League Premier Classic Cup. I think it's also called like this. So I'm going to use it there anyway, so I just pushed up the 100% one so I can reuse it basically. But yeah, this team was pretty solid for me. I think I went 4-1 twice, one time 3-2 and one time 2-3 with that. I played 4 sets with this team definitely. And there's one big weakness. Oh, you actually see here that in the beginning, the first team I battled against was my old OG team. I should still try that thing out as well. Once I have no other crazy idea or whatever, my old team that got me to rank 1 in the world here against me. And I just beat that. There's one thing I have to say immediately. You're really weak to Empoleon. How you want to beat that is that you have a different moveset on the Lapras. You kind of definitely want to have the Skull Bash on that thing. Ice Beam won't bring you any basically advantage there anyway. Like, you don't want to have Ice Beam. I just didn't want to Elite TM it, or like no, just normal TM it away to Skull Bash. Just because it's legacy and I don't really want to get rid of it because I already have a Shadow Lapras, which is sadly slightly XL, so I cannot use that, which has Skull Bash. So yeah, you want Skull Bash that gives you basically a completely neutral matchup against Empoleon. You can even win this sometimes, and you should be fine there. So yeah, Empoleon is definitely a bigger problem. Here we perfectly catch the move onto our Lapras. He goes into the mid-champ, but we have 2 moves stored on our, what's it called? This Chandelure here. And Chandelure is just gonna be able to Flame Charge through everything right now, and one Incinerate gonna be enough to KO this Alolan Mug here. A good game there to my opponent. I had so many sweep this Chandelure, and it even has like really bad IV, so it should be really good currently in the meta. Being able to resist those fighting types and also like having bursts through the fairy types is like really good. Even though it's really squishy though, so fairy types actually can win in the 2 shields easily against Chandelure, I think. But they have to shield twice definitely. But yeah, in general, very cool Pokemon. I really enjoyed using it. We have the Charizard again as a save swap. It's one of my favorite save swaps in general in this league right now, because you have the Wing Attack, which gives you a lot of energy generation. It's Stab, and then you have Blast Burn, which just completely destroys everything. Even if it's resisted, it destroys everything. And the Dragonclaw's coverage move here is actually really good in the current meta. I see a lot of dragons, I see a lot of Kingdra, I see a lot of Dragonite, so having something that can beat those as well is really cool, especially if you have something like the Lapras in the lead, which destroys all those dragons. Then you have the Charizard as a save swap, so most of the time you get all the dragons onto your Charizard, and you can still use the Dragonclaw against them to KO them. That was basically my main thought about this. Of course, we face here an Escape against us in the lead. That was really annoying. Yeah, again, the same thing that I said already in the video before. You can actually usually get 2 moves against this Empoleon. In the first video I made for this cup, I also used my Charizard as a save swap against Empoleon. You get 1 Blast Burn and 1 Dragonclaw in the normal cases. So here I actually sadly threw it the same time as he did. I thought he would need 1 more move, so I was just hoping that he only needed... That he didn't overfarm by 1, but he did overfarm by 1, so I was kind of in a bad situation there. My opponent goes into his Escape. I got 2 moves in here, so it kind of had me hoping that I might still be able to win this game, even though that was kind of a hard counter yet. But now we have a Charm against us, but you see how much Charm damage I get there. If I had a normal version, I think I would have been fine here, because I would have been able to most likely even survive 1 more Charm and would have killed this thing, but we have to throw the move here. We have 2 moves stored. We can go for this Surf. Yeah, this is going to be able. He gets this extra quick move in, and we're going to lose by 1 HP because he got the extra quick move in, which is, by the way, how it's supposed to happen. But like for me, usually my opponent just denied that against me, so not the best. Here again, we have Empoleon. As I said before, we are weak to Empoleon. And it's really bad when they shield the first one as well. Like you really don't want to see that. If they actually, I think I would recommend you to go for the Dragonclaw before the Blast Burn, because I don't think people expect you to get to the Blast Burn again anyway afterwards, because people don't know how bulky the Charizard is actually, and how fast it generates energy with the wing attack. So I think like going for the Dragon Claw first and then going for the Blast Burst might be the play there. But here right now we have like a really bad scenario. I have to shield because he would get too much damage with his quick moves onto my Fire Boy in the back, my nice Chandelure. And here my opponent earns a Staraptor, a very interesting Pokemon. I don't know who's gonna play that. Yeah, might be the next video about, who knows, so we have to see. But yeah, Staraptor is a very cool pick in this current league, but we had a move start, I think, on my Lapras, didn't we? He goes for the Brave Bird here, KOs me, but there is a Surf, and this thing is really squishy, and Staraptor is gonna be going down. Against Battle Bell here, also a streamer, he has Trevenant in the lead. For me, I was totally fine here just going straight for my Ice Beam, getting low, but he swaps into a Chandelure. I'm just gonna go into my... He swaps into a Sylveon. I go into my Chandelure. Like, I cannot even talk today anymore, that's crazy. I'm gonna shield here and farm him down, because if I farm him down here anyway now, I'm gonna be able to get my shield back, most likely. I expect him to have Double Charm here, and he definitely does have Double Charm. Yeah, as I said already in my video as well, Trevenant and Double Charm gonna be a really good team. I don't think he would expect me to have Ice Beam, but he did expect me at this point. I thought, okay, I can get this. I have like both shields down now. If he goes for a Shadow Ball, okay, I don't think it even kills me. If he didn't, yeah, he didn't go for it, so it was a nice bait. I would have still be able to go into my Lapras and farm him all the way down and had a move start for the Togekiss round of 1, but like this, it of course worked out even better for me. But there was like no real reason for me to shield there against him. Even if he goes to a Shadow Ball, I still had my Lapras, which just mostly could have farmed him down and got to a move against the Togekiss. So here we have an Ampharos, and Ampharos is a bit of a problem. I'm just gonna let this go here, but we are really weak against electric types, of course, which I didn't really expect to see that often, but definitely does make some kind of sense. I mean, Trevenant kind of walls it. Other than that, I mean, there's like, I think it has some more play at least this time in the meta. Everybody shields down here right now. I'm just gonna go for my charge move, and we're gonna be able to see this Togekiss again. And this Togekiss, I don't think it will survive the Shadow Ball, does it? Nope, goodbye. And he has an Escape in the back, and we just sweep my opponent with my beautiful candle there. And here's what I basically wanted to see in general. That's why I wanted to lead Lapras. I saw so many Dragonites before. I didn't really see a lot of them when I had my Lapras in the lead, sadly. And against the Dragonites, you just want to have the Lapras, and here my opponent just surrenders immediately because I just completely destroyed him. So that was a nice game and a fast game. Next up we have Snorlax. Snorlax again, you don't really want to have that against your Chandelure. So here we're gonna go into our Chandelure, and I'm gonna go for the... I thought I went for the Shadow Ball actually, but yeah, I go for the Flame Charge, and this will not really do as much. Psyshock gonna be enough to KO me here, but I would go into my Charizard here. Yeah, okay, I go into my Charizard, I resist the moves, I can farm up extra energy, and gonna be able to get to my Blast Bird now, and I think you're gonna shield this anyway, which he does, and he throws. Goes with the Body Slam, of course. Every other move wouldn't make sense. He gets to another move. I think I should be able to get to another Blast Bird. Yeah, definitely. But he goes into Togekiss, which is totally fine for me. And here actually is where Ice Beam for once comes into play, where I can just go for the Ice Beam, get some damage on him, farm him down, and have 2 moves for the Snorlax. I don't know if I would have actually been able to win this without the Ice Beam there, to be honest, but hey, I take that. That's definitely why we run Ice Beam. But yeah, you shouldn't run Ice Beam, especially for those matchups. You kind of need to have something else than Ice Beam, because yeah, you need the Scalpish basically. That's where you always need it. You don't really need Ice Beam at all for this matter. You already have the Ice Courage move with the Kick move, and you have 2 fire types in the back, so where do you need Ice Beam? Here I know that's only a Seed Bomb that was way too quick, and I'm in a decent spot here, but my opponent actually has a lot of energy on this Lapras. I actually underestimated him here. I thought he needed like at least 2 more moves, and he didn't, so I had to shield here again. And here I thought, okay, I should be able to get to my next Blast Burn in time. I didn't. I thought maybe I survived this still. I didn't, and yeah, this game is a bit tough, but I know that my opponent knows that I had the Ice Beam there, so I know that I get a shield there. And we have our Chandelure here, which definitely gonna be able to resist every move from him. Gonna be able to throw a move here again as well, which gonna KO the Lapras, and we're gonna win with our nice candle again, sweeping my opponent in the back. I think Channel in the back is something that a lot of people don't really expect. It's such a good pick. Against Gengar, I should have thrown immediately anyway. There was no need for me, so nice catch on my opponent's part. I have to shield here now. Just a Rock Slide. I actually overfarm, so I have to move stored already. And he let it go, and he goes most likely into Gengar again. Gengar does so much damage against the Chandelure, it's crazy. I can see how much his Shadow Claw does. He doesn't farm me down, but he still has a lot of energy, and I think that was the guy. Oh no, never mind, I think it's not the guy yet. He goes for the Sludge Bomb, which we definitely gonna survive, and this is only a Shadow Punch if I'm correct. Yep, and I can go for my move, and let's see what he has in the back. It's gonna be a Charizard. Yeah, I remember this game, but it's Fire Spin, and that's why I don't really like Fire Spin as well. In the mirror, you really want to have the Ring Attack. Ring Attack does more damage and generates energy faster, so there's like literally no reason for you to run a Fire Spin there. Of course, the Ring Attack is a legacy move. Maybe I also should see that I kinda get like this dot or something for the attack if it's a legacy move. I should definitely put that also on the thing, but yeah, here on this team, Ice Shot, Ice Beam, and Wing Attack, and Blast Burn are all legacy moves. So, kind of for some people, maybe not as achievable, but actually Ice Shot and Wing Attack are like one of the only quick moves there where you really need the Elite TM, so quick moves are usually not really, and there are not a lot of legacy quick moves around, to be honest. So, there's Incinerate and Talonflame if you didn't play the C-Day, and there is Dugong Ice Shot. But other than that, maybe Thunder Shock on the Zapdos. But yeah, other than that, I don't think there's any real quick move that is really needed to be legacy. There are some that are not in the game anymore, which you cannot get. For example, like on, I think, Golem and on Graveler, you could get Mud Shot, but like it's currently not in the game anymore, which is interesting. But yeah, here we can farm on with Machamp, I think. We should be fine with that, but it's still gonna be tough. Yeah, he has the Mug on the back. Gonna be difficult to win this, but we can go for one Flame Charge, and at this point we kind of have to try to farm him down in time. We go for the Acid Spray there, we can go for another Flame Charge. We have to hope that we can farm down before he can get to another move, and we needed exactly 2 more turns. So like one more quick move from him, and we would have been able to win this game, but sadly it didn't work out for us. Okay, my opponent goes into a Snorlax. At this point I thought he most likely has the Obstagoon in the back, because Fairy, Snorlax, Obstagoon is a really, really common core in general. So I'm just gonna stay in here and think that Lapras has actually the best matchup against this thing, because my backline is better against Obstagoon, and like, my backline doesn't really want to see the Snorlax in general. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm swapping out here. He goes into the Obstagoon, and he just runs into the Sylveon without even looking, which is really good for me, as I'm gonna be able to just farm him down here before he even gets to move. I can go for the Flame Charge, which gonna hurt a lot, but he's gonna shield there anyway. I'm gonna shield here as well, just so I can get some more damage and he get the boost. And I thought, okay, this game is now really over. There's nothing really I can do. That's really bad for me now. But we have some lag here, but he throws his charge move here. If he farmed me down, I think he would have won this game, to be honest. But he didn't farm me down. I can let one move go through here. It's a Night Slash. And we're gonna be able to go for the Blast Ball. I'm gonna KO this thing. And this is gonna be a good game to my opponent. So, good game there. My opponent has him a champ here again. I swapped out here. Also again here, Wing Attack way better. He goes to the Rock Side immediately. It's fine for me. And I go for the Blast Burn against this thing. I think he shields here though. Yeah, they always shield against me. I should survive one move. Dark Bolt, yeah. The cool thing here is I don't really have to get this onto my Chandelure anymore, because like I don't really want to have a Dark type against this thing. So I'm fine with that. And I actually gain back switch advantage as well. But I expect my opponent to have a Snorlax in the back, to be honest, at this point, which would be a problem. But as you're gonna see here now, I actually could have farmed it now, maybe. I don't think. I think I needed one move. It's gonna be a Gengar. And I was like, is this actually a Focus Blast one? If I went for the Surf here, I would have won this game. because it's a focus best one. Because the serve would have definitely done enough damage to put him down to the range where one Incinerate would have KO'd him. I don't think a serve would have KO'd him in general, but with the Incinerate damage, I think I would have been able to win this game. But like this, very cool for my opponent to run the Focus Blast Gengar there. Like, I really like that. Like, I don't mind losing to this. Like, good game there to my opponent. Very cool set. Very cool Pokemon. Very cool team. I really enjoyed that. And yeah, in general, we have the Swampert here against us right now. Swampert, of course, looks also not as good against all those fire types we have. But we have some energy lead here, and we have some Dragon Claw damage here, which is already cool. And he's already below half health. I have to shield again, which is fine. I should be able to get to another Dragon Claw after this, shouldn't I? He let this go, actually. I can farm down and take this. And he has a Galate in the back. Galate has like no charge move pressure against anything here on my team, really. I can get 2 shields here. And I should be able to go into my Chandelure. He can go for a Leaf Blade, but he has to go for 2 Leaf Blade back to back, basically, because I would have got to the move otherwise. And he does that, and I have to get to the Dragon Claw. I'm gonna be able to do that. This is gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.